Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, I'm Ashley. If you're returning, thank you for tuning in. Today I'm gonna keep this quick because I gotta go to a yoga class. So I got about 10 minutes. So if it seems like I'm rushing, I probably am. But I wanted to talk to you guys today about manifestation. I was watching this TikTok video, this girl talking about her process of how she manifests. And it made me think about my own process. And it also made me think about why a lot of times when you see people talk about manifestation, they don't talk about the part where it could be crippling or the reason why the things that you want, your dreams and desires aren't manifesting in the manner that you would like it to. So I guess we're going to call this video Why Your Manifestations Ain't Manifesting. So I'm going to just give you 3 reasons, and I'm going to kind of go more in depth as far as my process goes. So the first reason why your manifestations are probably not manifesting is because you are manifesting from a place of lack. When I say that, or from a lack mindset, when I say that, I'm meaning like most of the time, if we come to God with our desires and what we want, and we're at a point where we're just so thirsty for breakthrough, we're so hungry for whatever we desire, a lot of times our prayers can come off like we're begging. Oh God, please do this for me, God. Oh God, I need all this money. Please come through, God. God wants us to pray to him, but you don't want to come from a place of lack. You want to come from a place of knowing, from a place of abundance, and have authority over what you want for your life. So you want to come to God like, God, I know you're going to get me through this. Kind of like affirming what it is that you know that you want and what God already has for you. God, I know the situation doesn't look good, but I know you're going to break through with, financial abundance. So instead of coming from a place of lack, you want to come up from a place of abundance. So a lot of reasons why your manifestations, or you're not seeing the manifestation of your prayers, is because you're coming from a space of lack. The lack could be not believing that God can do it for you, but you're begging God. It could be also thinking that, I don't have enough right now, so I'm just going to beg before God and just plead. Instead of being grateful for where I'm at, I'm going to beg because I need it so bad. The second reason why is you're trying to manifest what the next person has, right? So a lot of times our dreams and desires can be shaped around what we see. I know for me personally, I've had this experience where I may have desires that have been shaped around what I've seen on social media. So for example, maybe it's a type of business that I see is successful for one other person, and I begin to desire that for myself. Oh, she has this, I don't know. Maybe she has this shoe collection. Her shoe collection is going amazing. Now I start to think, man, what if I had a shoe collection? And then I just go off on it and I realize, man, I do want a shoe collection for myself. So then my prayers don't look like what I truly desire. It looks like what I believe that I need based off of what other people are doing. So when you pray prayers that are based off of what others have, and you're trying to want that for yourself, you're not going to get it, because God blessed them in their own way, and God wants to bless you in his own way for your life. So you can't have what they have. I'm not saying to the degree of, you can't have financial abundance, you can't have a successful business, but their life is not going to look like your life. So when you pray before God about your desires and what you want for yourself, you don't want to pray from a space of, I see what she got and it works for her. Excuse me, choking on my spit. I see what she got and what works for her. Maybe that works for me. And in turn, you're going to convince yourself that that's what you want. So don't manifest from a space of what other people have. You want to manifest from what you truly desire. Which leads me to my third thing, which I feel like is the bottom line as to why a lot of people aren't manifesting their things. They're not checking in with God first, right? So for me, I'm a believer in God. I believe that God is the creator of our lives. Our lives are already predestined. He already knows what he has set forth for us. A lot of times what I want for my life isn't what God has for my life. So I believe in order to truly manifest, you need to check in with God first. God is the creator of us. He's the creator of our lives. What do I look like trying to pray about a life that God has nothing, that looks nothing like what God has for me? So this is kind of going to how I manifest. And it's kind of similar to what the girl on TikTok was saying, because I love the way that she worded it. So she kind of put the way that she manifests in phases. So her first phase was to check in with the architect, meaning God is the architect of your life. He is the creator. He designs your life, right? So if I am praying for a life that does not look like what God wants wants for me, or I'm praying from a space of lack, or I'm praying from a space of I want my life to look like hers, I'm not going to get any pushback or any results, not pushback. I'm not going to get any results in what I'm trying to manifest, because that's not what God wants for me. But when I submit myself to God and say, God, these are my desires, and I allow myself to surrender to God fully, like, God, this is what I want. If this is for me, confirm this for me. God, these are my desires. How can I align myself with your will? Or, how can I align my desires to align with your will? Basically surrendering everything that you want for yourself and allowing yourself to fully live in the purpose that God has for you. So what that looks like for me is whether I'm praying, journaling, making a vision board, I always pray about my desires first, and I allow God to confirm it for me. So that could be in any way. God speaks to us in different ways. There's no set way, but you'll know when God confirms something with you. Once it's confirmed, then I go to phase 2. What the girl said, phase 2 is kind of, she lifts her confidence. So what that looks like is just operating in a space of gratitude, being thankful for what you have, operating in joy, operating in peace, operating in like a positive energy. You're not coming from a space of lack. You're thinking that everything's abundant. Blessings are abundant. Blessings are flowing to me. Finances, if that's your issue, or job opportunities, those things are abundant. So you can operate of that space of just peace and being in line with God, because you know what's going to happen. So act as if it is, or act as if it had already happened, or that it's on its way coming. So that way you can line yourself with that mindset of abundance, of not even paying attention to what somebody else have, and it'll uplift your confidence to know that I'm getting ready to get the life and the things that I've been praying for, because God is already working on my behalf, and because I already submitted my desires to his will, or he's confirmed with me that my desires align with his plans for my life. I know for sure it's coming through, because I trust God tenfold. And then the last phase that she mentioned was, I can't remember what you call it, but to start aligning yourself with the things that you're praying for. So putting yourself in position to receive those opportunities that you're praying for, to live the lifestyle that you desire to live. So like, for example, I talk about openly on my channel how I've changed my lifestyle from working a 9-to-5 to working for myself, so I can live a life of freedom when it comes to traveling, having more time for myself and my family. So something that I did, once I prayed to God about my desires, he confirmed it. I operated in a space of positivity, being grateful for what I have, because God can only bless you once you're grateful for what you have, and he can trust you with what you have to give you more. Then I started to make decisions that align me with my prayers, what I wanted. So one of my prayers was, God, I want to experience freedom in finances and time and the ability to pour into myself so I can pour into others. So that looked like me planning to quit my job, me putting myself in positions to fully experience life on a deeper level that I wanted to experience life, whether that's traveling, whether that's just going for a walk in the park during the day. So I made decisions that align me with the desires that I have. So I say all that to say, if you are in a place where you feel like your prayers are not being answered, or your manifestations aren't manifesting the way that you want them to, I encourage you to do a soul check. Soul check how you're praying for those things that you want, those desires, those goals, and those dreams. Are you praying for someone else's life? Are you praying from a space of lack? Are you begging God because you're not thankful for what you have? Or you're begging God because, you just don't believe that it can happen, but you're just hoping this one prayer will get through? And are you checking in with God anyway to see if the life that you desire for yourself is the life that he has for you, right? If you're at any of these points in your life, or on your prayer journey, spiritual walk, whatever the case is, it's totally okay. Give yourself grace to understand that this is where I am right now. This is where I want to be, but I'm going to take the steps necessary, and talk to God about it. He'll walk you and lead you on that path that you want to. So just remember, if you're anywhere where you're at, just check in with God. That's honestly what it is. Easier said than done when you're in like a space that you don't want to be in. But as soon as you talk to God about it and just pour your heart out, he will kind of align you with what needs to happen. He'll put the people in your life, the opportunities in your life, the confirmations in your life to lead you to where you want to be. So I hope you girlies are having a good day. I hope this is encouragement to continue to create the life that you want to for yourselves. If you guys have any questions, definitely drop them below. And if anybody is on their own journey of spirituality or manifestation or just prayer life, definitely drop them in the comments. I would love for us to have an open discussion, support one another. So thank you guys for watching. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video.